Hope everybody's doing all right. Hang tight, getting some stuff together over here. Hey guys, we're gonna do a quick cooking sesh here, and then we're going to jump into some VR. What's up, Pat? Gotta put some stuff away here real quick, and then start patting this hamburger patty out, getting that going. Could probably get some onions going before that, huh? Yeah, I could probably get some onions going. All right, hamburger meat is out. Onion cutting board I got. Onion we got. Let's go one big guy. That'll do. I'm gonna be rapid. I'm gonna be quick about this. I go ahead and get this skillet cranked up. Like and subscribe, guys. What's up, Pooter? The Grand Mac. I did not see that, but I would like to. All right, I'm gonna try to keep this outer peel. Nah. It is not playing nice. So that means we're just gonna lose the whole outer peel. Just fine with me. Takes the pressure off of me to try and keep it. Takes the pressure off of me to try and keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this going for a little background noise. We got the sizzle mic happening. And I could go for some tea. You guys want tea, right? I want tea. All I did in this nonstick pan the other day was heat up some tortillas. So that's like, that's not even dirty, bro. Some butter and oil in the skillet. Hope everybody's doing good. I won't be able to keep up with the chat as much now as I usually do in the gaming streams, just because I just need to keep my attention here to try and stay on topic here at the very beginning, because there's a lot to do in this very simple dish. All right, onions are chopped, heating up. Here's a bowl that I can mix in. And I'm going to need about Yeah, we're good. I was like, what? Am I smelling something there? I mean, we could just make this one giant, monstrous hamburger steak. I'm just double checking because I'm paranoid. Yeah, we all right. We all right. But honestly, I should just cook all of this hamburger meat at once, though. It's really how it should go. We're going to hit it with the Lawry's. The black pepper. The garlic and onion powders. Even though I'm making onions as well, I still hit the meat, season that bad boy up with some garlic and onion powder. And now it's ready for some onions there. We'll let those do their thing for a minute. I'm going to put all this other stuff up. I might get it back out in a little bit, but who knows for now. And we also Worcestershire sauce. There it is. Never mind, I found it. Quit looking. Here it is. All right. Now, guys, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. What's up, Greg D. Paul? What's up, Centofanti? What's up, Ramin? What's up? What's up? Rage. Phil, JJ, Greg, Ramin, and David. Hell yes. Welcome, everybody. This is how it is, and this is what we're doing. People don't care too much about the cooking stuff so much as they do the gaming stuff. But we still enjoy doing it, you know? This is going to be a mountainous hamburger steak. And I have already got everything incorporated pretty good. So I'm literally going to make this into one giant fucking patty. This is going to be crazy, dude. Dude, this is about to be an insane hamburger steak, bro. I honestly should just go ahead and the rest of that meat, we're good right now. It is going to not be tomorrow. That's where we're at. So I should probably go ahead and do something with the other meat as well. What can you do, man? What can you do? Oh, snap. Oh, snap, Ramin. Thanks, dog. Appreciate that. Thanks for the tippy tip. The old super chat. What's up, Dylon? Night, night, Dylon. What a guy. He is a mensch. A mensch indeed. Thank you. Blessings to you and your people. Blessings. Thank you, seriously. This is how we do it, guys. This is how you make up for going up and getting a few laughs in a room with 6 people. This is how you do it. I'm just going to let these onions here sweat down for a little while, get more comfortable with the heat they're in. And they'll probably cook a little faster if I quit looking at them. I'll get some sweet tea going because you know Fat Boy loves sweet tea. I do it so well that it's truly just if you ask me, it's a travesty not. There's bubbles coming up around the side. I'm gonna rinse this sucker out. I took it out of the dishwasher, forgot to. I don't wanna, oh there, that water ain't nothing bubbling up the side now, just cool, clear water. That's good, that's what you want. My sweet tea, I want grandma sweet tea, restaurant sweet tea. 3/4 of the way with water, high heat. Sugar, tea bags, got them. And my secret ingredient that I'll tell y'all about, don't tell nobody else, a little pinch of baking soda. A little pinch of baking soda in the water while it's heating. That's the move. All right, so now we are gonna, in the cold water, I'm adding 1.5 cups of sugar to a gallon. And that's the bottom of this bag of sugar. Now, good thing I got a spare. Yeah, I probably should do something with that other meat right there while I got it out. Virtual red band is going to be starting soon, momentarily. Do I ever cook dog? Only once, and you should have seen my couch. I was very upset. And to be fair, there's more meat on a Pomeranian than you would think. A little rice. All right. Now let me, oh, got to sneeze. Kobe. Kobe. What am I in here for? Never mind, I found it. Quit looking. Oh. I'm in here for the last bit of aluminum foil, which is perfect because that's about all I need. This is all recyclable. No, the glue stuck to my hand and I dropped it on the floor. Man, it's bullshit what it is. Damn, I should have tore that off because I don't really need that much. I'll just fold this over like that. That way no glue touches the thing. I just want to wrap up my... What's up, Trick? How you doing, buddy? Good morning to everyone. Hope you all doing well. You know, you get to... That's how you do that. And then I'm going to take my onions, get them all here in the middle in this hot spot in this skillet, and I'm going to just let that weight do its work. Okay. Come on. Come on. There it is. This is going to be a huge steak. It's going to shrink up a lot, but I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the meat into something as well because, like I said, this has got to be cooked tonight. We don't want to... I don't want to deal with whatever this becomes tomorrow. Gonna hit it with all the same seasonings. Seasoned salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. And of course, wash your sister sauce. I truly wish you guys could smell these onions. They're kind of crazy good. What keeps getting... I got to sweep. All right. There we go. And we got two monster patties. I'm gonna have to... Well, you know what? That nonstick pan can do one of them. It won't be as good as the one in the cast iron skillet, but it'll do. Thank y'all for liking the video. We got more likes than viewers. That's rare. Tea water's probably ready for a stir by now. Your tea water, you're gonna want to heat that. You don't ever want it to come to like a full boil, but it'll come to like what I call a false boil, which means like the tea, the water with the sugar in it is a bit thicker, and that will accumulate closer to the top. So the water on the very bottom will kind of get trapped, so it'll start to boil at that level. Once you get to the point to where you're starting to see a little consistent ripple of bubbling there, that's when you pull the heat. Go ahead and get your tea bags ready. And it's got a little tornado going there. I'm going to pull it, bring it over here off the heat onto this. So then that stops the boiling process, but now it's just hot as shit. And I use 4 tea bags, which is probably 2 more than you actually need, but YOLO. I go hard in the paint. I drip them until I am comfortable with the color that it creates. And it's 11:46. That means at about 5:10 after midnight, that'll be good, which is about how long it'll take the rest of this to fix. All right, let's get all these onions scraped up to the side here. And let's get this big guy out of here. Man, that thing is huge. Put some weight on it. Wash this damn plate. How's everybody doing? 13 already. That's nice. That is nice. Biggest tip I got for you: wash as you go. Saves you trouble later. It's just a better idea. You got to trust me on that. Plate clean. Onion knife clean. Dry. This is the kind of knife you can't let water sit on it. And dry this bad boy all the way off. And then it goes back in its sheath. Cutting board. I could just put this shit in the dishwasher, but I've had this plate sitting on this drying rack and this cutting board sitting next to it for so long. I don't want to separate them for fear that they are grown attached to one another. I just can't bring myself to separate them. How horrible would I be if I did that? What's up, BP? What's up, Rhino? What's cooking? We're doing a little hamburger steak. Some of that southern kindness. Any animals I wouldn't eat? I mean, I tell you, I wouldn't eat Paunchy, the little monkey. Good morning, Survival. Good morning to you. We're doing a little cooking here. A little home base cooking. A very large hamburger steak. And I need to get another one going too. This ain't big enough for it, is it? Honestly, I think it is. I can do another one right here. Slide that over. I could go ahead and get my tea pitcher washed. The little Paunchy monkey. I wouldn't eat that guy. I don't know. Monkeys are strange too, because I don't know if I would want to eat that. They're too human-like. Not really into any kind of lizard. I would say reptile, but snake is actually not bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to draw the line at lizards and monkeys. Like disgusting animal like possum. Raccoon's pretty good. I've had raccoon meat. And I guess everything else, it'd have to be in a dire situation. But nah, I don't know. I think I'd pretty much. Not a whole lot of animals that I wouldn't try, at least once. Probably wouldn't be too crazy about human. That wouldn't be good. Amphibians, yeah, not a big fan of that. Wasn't the original like SARS virus? Wasn't that from like iguanas? People eating like iguanas and lizards and stuff like that? I mean, frog legs are pretty good. I don't think I'd be too upset about a frog leg. Turtle's not bad. I had turtle. Back home, they call turtle meat cooter meat. That's real. Actually, you can do some research on that. Turtle stew is called cooter stew back home. Real talk. Oh, we lost the thumbs up. Somebody changed their mind. You know what? Actually, I don't like this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by a ghost of you. Take me back to the night we met. Filling up my tea pitcher about halfway. I'll dump in the hot tea in about 10, 15 more minutes. And then we should be good. This ain't gonna need no grease here. There we go. Oh, that might set the thing off. If the thing goes off, it will be scary and loud, and I apologize for that. I don't usually make this in a stainless steel skillet or a stainless steel pan, and plus, that's a really small pan. That's like a little saucepan kind of. Now I gotta save these onions from the hamburger grease. I like to get a little bit of, what's up, Kappa? That's right. Kappa's got bars, bro. Kappa's got bars. What's up, Arcane? What's up, Nightshade? Kappa dropping bars on us. So, what I'm looking for, is this thing ready to release yet? Yep. Looking for that right there. Exactly that. Get a load of that right there. That's what we want. I'm not getting all the grease out of here. Just some of it. Whoops. Lost a little bit of grease on that one. I'm gonna have to clean the stove afterwards anyway. Ah! Hell yeah. How y'all doing? Well, we apologize for that, Nightshade. Hopefully hanging out in here will take your mind off of it for a bit. Oh, that's a sizzle right there. That's the sizzle indeed. Yeah, so this is like in the American South. Ground beef or minced beef is basically the cheapest cut of meat you can find, or the cheapest type of meat you can find. So the poor people figured out a way to make minced meat or ground beef feel like you're not just eating another ground beef meal. You know, it kind of breaks up the monotonous of your hamburger helpers or whatever. So what it is like you would just take a bunch of hamburger meat, make it into a giant burger patty, and the size of what would be a normal steak, however big you want the steak to be usually, just make this hamburger patty that size. I got two different ones here. I got a little itty bitty baby one here. I need to get some of that grease out of that pan too. is creating more grease than that pan can hold because it's a little one. Should have went a bigger pan, but this one was out. But this was a way where poor people in different parts of the country, but I had it in the South, could make that hamburger that they usually have go a little farther. I'm trying to flip this over without making a giant mess. There we go. Now, what a lot of people did was they would make these hamburger steaks, and then all that extra grease, they wouldn't take it and throw it away like I have. They would take that and they would put probably 1/3 of a cup of flour after they pulled a hamburger. They're probably going to put a 1/3 of a cup of flour in there, maybe 1/4 or maybe 2/3, or half a cup. Maybe, you never know. However much grease you got is going to determine how much flour you put in it. And then they would just add water and make this big beef gravy, which ground beef has, I think, the least flavorful of the beef render. So it doesn't make a great gravy. I used to make gravy with this all the time with rice, but that's just, the extra step doesn't matter. And to be honest, when I was a kid, I used to get these with cheese on them and like onions, sauteed onions and cheese, and just eat it with ketchup. That's how I always did it. And that's how I'm doing this, because I am the same person I always was. And I'm sure Red Band's probably live already or going live soon. I am just covering this whole bad boy in cheese. It's 12:09. I'll give the tea another few minutes because I want this cheese to melt. You know what? Bam. And I'll go ahead and kill the heat. This cast iron skillet's hotter than it's going to need to be for the rest of this ordeal. Yeah, that's what I want. That right there. Now this cheese should be pretty melted. Looks pretty melted to me. Go through and get all the little crispy onions. I'm gonna dash that right on the top. Let's take both of these things off of their respective heat. These are the two hamburger steaks. This is the smaller one. This is the big boy. And the onions and all. This guy can stay here because he's going in the refrigerator later. Ketchup. Most of this don't end up in the dishwasher anyhow. Tea. We want tea. Now, there is a trick to this part. Shit, the sugar stuck to the... There's a trick to this part. If you don't do this, you'll make a mess. But if we say the mantra, no mess, when we go to pour the tea, it'll all end up in the pitcher, not on the pitcher, but we have to continue to say no mess, or the pot of tea will forget and will accidentally make a mess if you don't remind it that we're not making messes today. That's how you do that. Okay, there's that. This we will handle shortly. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of this cast iron cleaning process and get that bad boy in there, just start to soaking it all up like that. Okay. Now, how long have we been streaming? 52 minutes. That means my phone's been charging for an hour. So it should be fine to just pop off of here. Yeah. Some more water in the tea here. Get it up to a little bit more than a gallon because I want to maximize the amount of tea I have in this pitcher. This has already been cleaned. Pop that on. Nice tight twist. Give it a good wipe around. Make sure we didn't miss anything, and we didn't. And then we give it the shakes. Make sure to mix it all up together and good. And then that is good tea right there. That's what good tea looks like. Hell yeah, you tell them, Kappa. What's up, Makai? Sorry about the podcast last night, buddy. I was sure interested in anything you would have had to say, but well, I believe we were all having a little trouble communicating last night. I don't think I need nothing else. Okay, so this is my bam. This is what we're eating. This is what we just made. And I am just gonna oh yeah, we'll get there for sure. Yeah, you know what? Y'all know what the food looks like. You've seen it. And plus, I'm gonna pick it up and show it to you 1,000 times. I'm gonna get some onions here. Put them up top there. Cut a corner off of this bad boy with the fork. The steak you can cut with a fork, it's so tender. this right here is the bite. That's the bite, y'all. Going in to catch up. Yep. That's it. That's what you wanted. Oh yeah. But this, buddy, the quality of the tea that I make. It's truly unmatched. Red Man's live already, yeah? He's got to be. I gotta get this mess cleaned up so I can jump in there. This is just nostalgia for me. This reminds me of going to lunch at Darrell Taylor's Convenience in Latta, South Carolina. Terrell Taylor. Called Taylor's Convenience. I don't even know if it's still there. Might be. I'm sure it is. Just a little gas station. Had a little like short order cook in the back that would make the hamburger steaks on the flat top grill. She used to ask, how do you want it? And I'm like, well, how does it? She's like, I don't know, you want onions, you want cheese? And I was like, yeah, let's go with that. And she made me one just like this, and that's how I've done it ever since. It kept its integrity pretty good. Hamburger meat, when put in a patty like this and ate like this, doesn't usually like hold together that well. Like this is like meatloafy. See, that's what I want. I like that dark on the bottom and the melted cheese on the top. I've already ate all the onions. I went too hard in the beginning. Oh yeah. All right. Now the part I know you guys love. Burp. Sorry, that wasn't directed at any of you, and I apologize if you felt that it was. I got to do the same thing, man. I'm probably going to stream my point of view. I've been doing that a little bit lately, and it's been going well, and I don't want to take like I want to keep the momentum going that I currently have. And I fear that like taking a day off right now, especially since I've only got like 3 days left of the month to make this truly the greatest month so far. And I am telling you guys right now, this month is in second place, not by a lot. So the next couple of days could truly turn this into the greatest month I've ever had. I will surpass a threshold I have not surpassed before in both watch hours and revenue. And I just want to keep the ball rolling. Got a bloody nose. Oh boy. All right. So now, first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and start loading up the dishwasher. Ooh, that's still hot. Oh well. Well, we've committed now. All right. Dumped all the grease out. Burn my hand real nice. Just two here. Ooh. Now, I need to get this back up there, but first. Grease out of there. I'm just going to take the scouring pad and hit all this stuff. Before it goes in the dishwasher. I'm actually going to go in and wash this little stainless steel pan here. I'm surprised it did the job I needed it to do. This is a tiny pan, and it worked. Okay, everything's clean except for the stove, but guess what? You guessed it. The first thing that you do, I got a habit of leaving my paper towels balled up and sitting around. So I just collect all those off the counter first and then go through and give this thing a good once over, wiping down with the paper towels I was using. Give it a good once over to get all the heavy stuff off of it. I gotta catch up on the counter. And then you use your stove to cook with, ergo this is a dish. Wash your dishes. And you come in here and just get everything all wiped down good. Of course, we just Give this guy a good wipe. And then there you go, get a clean stove. Ready to prepare the next meal. Now, get our cast iron back over here, turn it on low, and let it do its thing. Let it get all the moisture that's trapped inside the cast iron. You never want to have moisture trapped inside your cast iron, so before you seal it with oil, sit it back on the heat source and put it on low, and I leave it there for sometimes 2 hours on low. So yeah, just leave it on low. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes about 2 hours. Sometimes longer. Basically what you want is to make sure that there is no water anywhere present on that skillet before you go sealing it with oil, which is how you season it once it's done. Okay, ain't got enough dishes to run yet. That's everything. There you go. Aren't you guys happy that noise is done now? And look at this. It's a little baby. Little bitty baby. Meanwhile, it's just a giant hamburger steak. Oh, there's some. Now the cheese isn't melted anymore, so that means this aluminum foil won't stick to it. That can be there for later. We got this one. A little bit more ice here. And then oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave that tea sitting there on the counter for a while. Okay, good. Now, I'll put this guy right there. We're going to hold everything. You might lose audio for a second. You might not. I don't know how it works. I just turned off the microphones here. So we're getting just phone audio now. I've got to hit the head. I tell you what, I'm actually going to do that first. Make a trip with all this stuff, and then come back and get you guys a deal. Y'all keep an eye on the door. Make sure don't nobody weird come in here. Make sure don't nobody weird come in here. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I think I can do all this in one go. Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. Perfect. Hold tight. Hold everything right here. Let me get logged in. Put this thing away. Put this thing away. Now I gotta hit the head. I'll be right back and we're gonna switch to VR. Okay. Okay. There. 2636 on the subs, y'all. That ain't bad. We are doing some VR tonight. Oh shit, I didn't have OBS open yet. Update. Thought I had a little wipe to clean the screen. But hold on. Here's one. This is what you got to do. All right, got that going. Let's get steam opened up. Okay, steam is opened up. We got that there, ready to go. We're gonna flip from this stream over to the big stream. Shout out to my homie Ramin with the super chat earlier. Sick, bruh. And all right. So I think I got everything ready to go. I'll just use an old thumbnail. All right, what's up, Shrimp? What's up, K-Mac, Pooter? Oh, this is Red Band's chat. This ain't y'all. This ain't y'all. I'm saying hey to the wrong people. Pooter's here. What's up, Panic, Justin, Pooter, 7th, Kevin, good to see you, bro. Thank you, Makai. Appreciate the kind words. Arcane, good to see you. Brian Griffin. Beards are great for storing leftovers. Good to see everybody, Kappa. Food was great. Food was incredible. And as it was going to be, because I cooked it, and I usually do a pretty good job of that. Not to toot my own horn or nothing. That usually goes pretty good. I'm doing the last double check of everything before I... All right, everything looks good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start streaming. Oh yeah, you know what they used to say, it'll make a pile. Okay, now we gotta go and reload all this. I'm just gonna reuse a thumbnail from the last time, because there's no title or nothing. It just says VR chat with the homies. Oh wait, that ain't what we want. I'm in the wrong one. I need to go into this one and put this one in there. Save. And then double check. Customization, VR chat, we're good, we're good. I am streaming, it's been 1:12, so let's... Here's what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna be coming with me connecting to my computer now. What's up, Nicholas? Hell yeah, Vicious. That's awesome. That sounds fire, dude. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and transfer you guys over to the next stream. We're staying together. We're staying together. Don't worry about it. You don't have to do anything. Just come through. This is not coming through desktop audio to stream. But it is going through because I'm watching it. I'm watching it right there. It's going through. Oh, but the headset overrode the headset overrode it. Got it. That's what happened. Coming through now. All right, I'm going to send you guys through, okay? You don't have to do anything. Stay right where you're at, all right?